So, everybody, we are thriving through the unexpected. You've been chosen. Last night, I had my first discussion with my book club on this book by Scent Marshall. Let me tell you, Scent, honey, Scent is we just got through the introduction in chapter 1, and I could just say I'm just so inspired. This woman, I don't know a lot about her, so I didn't really want to do like any other reviews or look at anything on her. I just wanted to just read the book. I had based on the information that we read about her being such a powerful Black woman and the accomplishments that she's made in her life. I was just interested based off of that because we were like voting on should we read Michelle Obama's book, because we wanted to read an empowering Black woman. So we were thinking about Michelle Obama, Stacey Abrams, we were just, Kamala. So we were trying to figure out. And then I was like, who is this? When I was looking at the list of women, I was like, who is this Scent Marshall? And so we were just looking. I said, Holy Spirit was like, read that. So thus far, she talked about her diagnosis of having cancer, and how when she first heard that she was diagnosed with cancer, when she was able to get her thoughts together, she called her mother. And her mother's first response when she told her that she received the diagnosis of cancer was, "This is for his glory." And so she says that her mother's voice grew louder as she responded to the news. She shifted from my normal soft-spoken mama to the woman who stood in front of her church on Sundays and preached the word of the Lord as Spirit worked in her. So her mother was like, immediately she shifted over. It wasn't about her being a mother to her in that moment. It was about her being an intercessor to her. And so I'm just like, whoa, I didn't know what to expect. God is just so amazing. The way God has just got stuff going, everything I'm doing is just lining up. It's just all lining up. So she says that, I had a high profile job because so many people knew me. My cancer journey would live itself out in the public eye. People would benefit from watching my faith in action as I faced and beat it. So here I already know this woman from the beginning of the story, this woman is going to be talking about her using her faith to get what she wants. Okay, so if you follow me, I'm already talking about this 40-day soul fast. I'm in the crazy faith. And here we are, thriving through the unexpected. Okay, so her words, she said, when her mother's words were straight from heaven. And she said, she was talking about after they talked, at the end of the call, her mother told her, all sickness is not unto death, which is something Jesus said in the Gospel of John. So I had to go and look, and she said again, this is for his glory. So I had to go back and look up where that was. So that's John 11:4, which was the reference. And that was about what Jesus said when they were talking about Lazarus, when he was really, really sick. And he said he would not be sick unto death. So, Jesus wasn't worried about it because he was going to work it out. It was already done. So I like this. I'm really, really excited. So some of the things about her, she talked about that she's been blessed with so many opportunities to be the first. She said, I was the first Black senior class president. She said, I was the first Black cheerleader at Berkeley. I was the first Black sorority sister at her chapter, Delta Theta Gamma chapter. Because I was like, the first Black sorority, then when she started reading, I said, oh, okay. Anyway, keep it moving. The first Black chair of North Carolina Chamber of Commerce. The first Black woman to hold a lot of boardrooms and leadership teams. And come on, here we go. The first Black CEO of an NBA team, go Mavs. And I was like, so me, I'm just to be transparent, I'm really not into sports like that. So I was like, what are the Mavs? I'm like, I guess that's the Mavericks. So then I had to go and look, and I'm like, girl, you better get it, girl. So I am just really, really, so the first chapter was called, let me go back. So the first chapter was called, your voice of power, right? And then the second, oh, this hair is just hearing, y'all, excuse me. So then the second chapter was called Pay Attention. And so she was talking about how, they told her that she had these tumors on her colon and how she needed to get them removed right away. But when she found out that she had to get them removed, they were like, okay, this was right around Christmas time. So they were like, okay, well, there's not going to be any availability until maybe after the new year, maybe into February. Although this is important, I mean, you got some time. It's not that serious, it's what the doctor told her. And she was like, no, it is serious, because she had been putting it off. I'm not going to give too much of the story away, okay? Because this is one of those, well, everything it is you got to read, but you know how I just give my little reviews. But I liked how, even though she had put off getting her examination, you had to read through her getting her test, going to get her annual exam. She put it off to get that colon test done. But by the time she finally got it done and found out that there was something going on, just like her perseverance, how she was cool in the boardroom, knowing that this was serious, got a call from the doctor in the middle of her meeting, and she was able to still do what she had to do, but then, go and sit with this doctor. And he was like, well, I don't know if we'll have some time available for for you to get you on the schedule to get, to have the surgery. She was like, okay, well, I'm going to sit here until you do it. And I don't know what you just go out there and do your little, get the appointments, get your people to talk and do what you need to do. And if you're looking for me, here I am. I'm not going to move until you give me my appointment. And he said, they were saying how he looked at her husband, was like, are you serious? You're not going to leave? And he was like, no, she's not going to leave. So they end up getting her the appointment. And that's where we left it, honey. She got her appointment. She's going to get that testing done. And chapter 2 is, it's not where you live, but how you live. Come on. I'm excited. It's not where you live, but how you live. So, let me tell you, my group is like, they just going for the gusto. Some people are reading the book. Some people are doing the audio. Some people are doing both. Like I do both. They are not going to be able to contain themselves. So we'll probably be doing 2-3 chapters. I think we agreed to do 3 chapters for the next meeting. So I will stay tuned and keep you posted on what's going on. This book is so good. You've got to get it. Thriving Through the Unexpected.